The Tennessee Volunteers got a massive boost as Bru McCoy, the wide receiver, is back for the Vols in 2024. And guys, this is a wide receiver one talent. He will effectively be wide receiver one. And when you think about it, again, it's I think this kind of plays into as we look ahead of 2024 and beyond, and you're going to see some way too early predictions. We're going to have some here in the next couple of days for 2024. What's really exciting for me, it should be exciting for us all, the way we talk about and preview college football, and it was all about the playoff and the 4-team playoff and who's in, who's got a shot to make it. The fact now that there are going to be more teams to get excited about, because there's going to be more teams who have a realistic opportunity to, let's just say, get to double-digit wins and make a college football playoff. And so for a team like Tennessee, who won 9 games this year with a bowl win, 8 wins in the regular season, of course, we know 2 years ago, they won double-digit games. What's really exciting is you look at a team like Tennessee, who you look at next year, and I haven't even looked at the schedule, guys, but we probably think to ourselves, okay, Tennessee's an 8 or 9 win team. But they're right there on the cusp, knocking on the door, and it's the return of a player like this, who doesn't have to come back. It's the return of a player like this that can sort of send you over the edge and be that extra boost you need to maybe get that 10th win or be a dark horse for the college football playoff, especially, guys, when you've got a young quarterback in Nico who now gets his top weapon back, right? You already had capable players, capable skill position players, which we're going to get into in a second. But now you got that wide receiver one. And for a young quarterback, right? For a young quarterback, this is such a big deal. The more weapons you can surround him with, the better. Guys, you look at what Bru McCoy has done in his career. Of course, he started at Southern Cal back in 2020, the COVID year, 21 catches, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did not play in 2021. 2022 for the Vols. 52 catches for 667 yards, 12.8 yards per catch, and 4 touchdowns. Was expected, with Jalen Hyatt departing and some others, to have a bigger role. This year, 17 catches for 217 yards, 1 touchdown. And, of course, the reason, guys, had that gruesome injury really early in the season against South Carolina. Now, it's a big question. Is he going to be 100% the Bru McCoy before that injury? But, guys, even if he's 90%, if he's 95%, right? Like, he's still going to be one of the best wide receivers in the SEC. And, guys, you look at that wide receiver room, right? You look at that wide receiver room. It looks scary for Tennessee. Bru McCoy is now back. He'll return from injury. Squirrel White is back. Was one of the best players on that Tennessee team, that Tennessee offense this past season. Dante Thornton's another young guy. Mike Matthews, Caleb Webb, Chaz Nimrod. Then you've got the running game and Dylan Sampson. And then you've got Nico under center calling the shots and being the trigger man. And you're in a Josh Heupel system. You know they're going to be throwing it all over the yard. They're going to have the run game. I mean, guys, death taxes and Tennessee being good on offense at this point. I know there were many out there, many haters out there that thought Tennessee was going to take a major step back offensively. Josh Heupel, year 3 regression. Guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Good offense is here to stay in Knoxville. And like I mentioned, guys, we talked about yesterday with the emergence of Nico and, could that lead to Tennessee being sort of a dark horse college football playoff contender? You get a guy like Bru McCoy back, who was a 5-star prospect, extremely talented. We've seen what he can do at the collegiate level. Getting your wide receiver one back is absolutely massive. Again, what he can do, high pointing the football, his speed, his athleticism, his physicality, a really well-rounded wide receiver. I think a guy who's going to be really good at the next level. So, again, the big question for McCoy that I have is just bouncing back from injury. Is he going to be himself? Is he going to be 90%? Is he going to be 80% of himself? Like, coming back from an injury like that can be really, really tough. But if he's able to successfully come back, and there's nothing that tells us he should not be able to bounce back in a big way, it could lead to big things for not just him, but that Tennessee offense. And again, for a team that I would say Tennessee is, you could argue they're one of those fringe teams in 2024, to where they're right on the cusp of maybe being a college football playoff contender. They've got the defense coming back. They've got weapons offensively. They feel like they've got the right quarterback in Nico. They've got the guy in Josh Heupel that's going to have Tennessee in great position. Now all these pieces adding up matter, right? The transfer portal, and especially don't take anything for granted in the portal world. Everybody's losing guys left and right, and NIL and what have you. When you're able to keep a guy like Bru McCoy in your program and get him back, that is a huge boost for Tennessee, for this football program, and for a team that's looking to maybe make a splash and make a 12-team college football playoff in 2024.